But can you say that sometimes, if you look at all those songs, what do combine those songs? Do you know? Just maybe some sort of
I think the message in all of them is one of come together, kind of, and I think that that's always a powerful one, no matter really your background. The idea that we're all in it together, kind of, that I think if you can marry that without being cheesy and with a great melody, you can't lose. It's really hard not to be cheesy and do it though.
I know. Yeah,
it's really difficult. It's like becomes kind of gleeful, and you don't want to do that because you want it to be authentic. And it's rare, but they're wonderful.
Have you met Obama?
Obama, yeah.
Yeah. What is he like?
He's fantastic. I mean, he's a really genuine person. You can feel that sort of immediately. When I met him, I didn't get the politics thing. It was more like kind of
what did you talk about?
He liked these sneakers, actually.
Okay.
Which they are pretty damn cool. I'm not quite sure how presidential they are, but they're nice sneakers.
Maybe underneath the Oval Office.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was amazing. I mean, I was already kind of, sold, if you would, after I'd watched him for a few months. But then when I met him, it just sort of convinced me that he was a really authentic.
So what did you talk about? I was wondering.
What do you talk about my sneakers? Actually, we talked about Pennsylvania because he was campaigning through Pennsylvania, and he said, "So you're from York, and talked about York for a minute, and I don't know, Harley Davidson or something, and just small talk."
Do you think he will become the next president?
I do, yeah.
What if?
We'll know in about 48 hours.
What if not? What do you think will happen?
I'm not going there. I'm not thinking not right now. I'm thinking he's going to win.
What if he wins?
I could always come to Amsterdam.
Okay, no.
They'd take me at the Grand. I live in this room right here.
That's a nice one. Okay, well, let's say then, what if he wins? What do you think will happen?
I think if he wins, it's going to be a friggin' tidal wave of goodwill that comes back to the United States. That should be there. I think the United States of America is it's a place that's unique in the world, and I expect that we'll get that uniqueness back if we can elect him.
And if not, then you're planning on immigrating.
Man, I like this chair. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, okay, Amsterdam then. Why the Paradiso for this DVD?
Wow, we played the Paradiso, I don't know, a while ago, a long time ago before this, and I remembered it. I remembered thinking it was fantastic in terms of the energy and the vibe of the place, just the inherent drama and the fact that the stained glass and all that. And so when this idea, when the logistics were coming together for the DVD, say where we're going to do it, it was just right at the top of the list. Like, what about that place Paradiso in Amsterdam? It's so amazing. It's an old church, and then the Dutch fans. I've always wanted to film us in Holland for real. With a lot of cameras, because I've always wanted my friends at home to see the Dutch, reaction to the band, because we're always talking about it.
Yeah.
We're always going to Holland, and everybody's like, "Why do you always go to Holland? You're in Holland all the time."
Yeah.
And so now I can say that's why.
How come? Why do live in Holland like each other so much?
It's a question I get asked every time I come here, and I still don't have an answer for it. I have some ideas, but
name me one.
Well, I mean, the practical end of it, I think, would be that I've always sensed a deep connection to the lyric in this country with the fans, and not that it's not that way in other places, but it tends to be just a little bit more dramatic here, and I think a lot of it is maybe because it's not, English obviously isn't the first language here, so it's sort of an attention to maybe a dimension of the lyric that maybe gets missed when it's just sort of in English-speaking countries primarily. I don't know. I mean, it just that's something that's always really pleasantly surprised me even from the beginning, which was how incredibly sort of attentive and inspired by the lyric fans are here.
And what does it say maybe about Dutch people? Can you tell?
Well, beyond the fact that they're, that's the practical explanation. That they're just the coolest, most intelligent people on the planet.
Yeah, it's true or not?
I think it's true.
Yeah, you think so?
I think I'm a Dutchman at heart. I don't know where this Kowalczyk thing came from. I think I might be Dutch.
Okay, that's good. So what do you think then of the American people?
I love American people.
Second.
Philadelphians, Atlanteans. I love them all. Now it's okay. It's neck and neck.
Okay.
I'm digging myself in deeper here.
Okay, and third? No, okay.